my playlist would be Kane Brown, Chris Stapleton, Big Daddy Kane, so a little old school rap and country mix.
This has an era to it, right?
Yeah, it does. This playlist is not bad. I'm enjoying it, but I wish I could claim it's mine. It's not.
Maybe some of these guys are wise beyond their years, or
Yeah, we got a couple of old souls, I think.
How's the team doing after last night? Where's the mindset?
It's good. From the standpoint that, obviously we're 0-4, and we feel we should have a better record. Right now it's time for us to buckle down and keep working. We know it's a marathon and not a sprint, so we got to continue to work, which is what we did today. Kind of be present in the moment and work on what our mistakes are. Trying to minimize them in the game so we can get better at the end of the day. But I also have to help the guys out, continue to try to do a better job of helping the guys out, helping put them in right positions, to be effective on the floor, whether it's offensively or defensively. And then, eventually I have to get to a point where I'm settled with a rotation and given that an opportunity.
Do you try to accentuate the positives during a start like this?
Well, if there are positives, and it might be hard for some people to see, but there are positives, and so with that, I got to make sure if I'm going to be honest and tell the truth all the time, then if guys played well during stretches or did things that we're trying to ask them to do, then I have to own up to it and let them know that, hey, this is good. But then maybe this we can do a little bit better. And then maybe that I could be a little bit better trying to help you guys. And so, that's the only thing I know how to do is tell the truth.
How much does this weigh on you, just the 4 games get to start the season as a head coach? How much are you wearing this?
Well, if we were already established, it would bother me a little bit. But whether you're established or not, in order to reach a pinnacle and to be able to sustain it, you have to go through some adversity. And, right now we're going through a little bit of adversity because we feel like we should have a better record than what we have, whatever that record may be. And so we don't have it. Not only that, like I said, I'm playing guys, I'm starting guys, I'm pulling guys, I'm shortening, I'm not going back to guys. And so there's some adversity there that guys have to deal with individually. And, our theme is all in. And so, this is a great testament to see early on, because there's a lot of basketball left, if we continue to be all in, and we are.
Mike, we've seen you expand the roster.
I'm sorry.
I said we've seen you expand the rotation.
Yeah.
Are you going to try contracting the rotation a bit, try to get that win with like an 8-man or 9-man and see?
When I was younger, you could ask LeBron. I had an 8-man rotation, and he played 45 of the 48 minutes. But I don't think we need to do that. We have a deep enough team. I would like to get to a point where the rotation is tighter. 9, maybe 9.5 guys is probably good right now for where we are. Hopefully, I can get to eventually 10. Maybe 10.5. Throwing a guy out there that has been practicing really well, give him a couple minutes to make sure everybody stays ready. But just because of where we are right now with the record and me playing a lot of guys already, I'm gonna try to tighten it a little bit.
Yesterday post-game, you talked to us about you guys didn't do a good job keeping it out the middle. In your rewatch, what stood out to you on how that happens when it's one of your staples?
We just have to do a better job of making sure when we're squaring up a guy that we're sitting on his high shoulder, and if a guy takes a fake or a jab at me or comes at me, I take the fake with my back foot just going backwards, and then if he goes back, I eat the space up again. What's happening a lot of times, we're a little, if the hoop is here, I'm a little too low, you can feel the difference, and so now, which gives you an opportunity, if you're a good player, to go middle, and all I can do is just open up and let you go and stay on your hip. Now once you get to the free throw line or the nail, he's one pass that way, he's one pass that way. And guys can finish right, guys can finish left. So I got to do a better job of just sliding up, trying to keep the ball on the sideline because our help is built in coming from the baseline.
You've emphasized defense and a lot of these things you're talking about so much. Why do you think the results aren't there yet?
the tough part about it, the results are there at times. We just haven't put it all together for 48 minutes. We've been atrocious in transition defense. Right? We're 30th. Same with opponents' free throw attempts. I thought last night versus a pretty good transition team, we weren't great, but we were pretty good against that team for where we are, learning something new on both sides of the ball. Same with their free throw attempts. We were pretty good, and that's an attacking, athletic team. So again, I go back to we're getting better. We're doing some good things. But we can't, what we can't do is put a plug here and then take the plug off here and something else bothers us, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to put it all together for 48 minutes, and I feel confident that this group will sooner than later.
You guys have some pretty tough opposition coming.
Yep.
And they'll get it easier with the Heat tomorrow night.
For sure.
How do you feel that can benefit you, even during a stretch like this, to see some of those teams so early?
Well, one of the things about it, besides maybe last night, they kind of ran away from it towards the end of the game. But every game, it's been really competitive, and it could have gone either way. And I'm not taking anything away from those teams because they're really, really good teams. But it could have gone either way with stuff that's in our control. Does that make sense? I told you guys about this. I don't think we'll be an 80+% free throw shooting team the rest of the year, but I think the last two games we shot low 80s from the. That's in our control. I think we'll be a pretty good free throw shooting team, but again, not quite that good. The fouling. I believe that's in our control. So there are some things where we lost games early on against some really good teams that we've cleaned up. And if we would have had those cleaned up during those times, maybe we sneak out with a win instead of it being a tough loss.
Quick personnel. Kevin leaving the game yesterday. How is he doing? Was he a full participant today?
Yeah, he was a full participant today. Yeah.
Nothing you're concerned about with his shoulder?
No, he may have a little soreness. I don't know, but I didn't talk to him about it, but he was full participant in the game today, and we'll see how he feels tomorrow after waking up.
How do you look at the Heat?
Well coached. Obviously, they've been together for a long time, and they're tough. They're going to be physical. That paint's going to be crowded, so we got to make sure that we don't over-penetrate. We get off the ball at the right time, and then on the flip side, defensively, we have to keep bodies in front of us, and we have to know who we're closing out to. They have a few guys on their team that can put that ball in the hole, and so we can't let them be comfortable on the perimeter shooting the ball from behind the three-point line.
All right, Mike, you guys.
Thanks, Mike.
You got one more question?
Nah, go ahead. You brought the cookies.
Passion on that cookie.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.